Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your night to join me. I really appreciate it. So, I'm trying to grow my mustache in like one straight line. So, I was trying to describe this to my roommate, right? And sometimes I feel so bad for the guy because, like, it's hard to describe some stuff that I really am curious about in terms of, okay, so indulge me. Imagine if you could grow your mustache, but like in a line, but like across your whole face. Um, is that a mustache? And, it would obviously look weird, but is it worth trying? I mean, for Halloween, I want to be Wolverine, and there's gonna, be. I'll have. I think I can shave by then. I'm not sure because I was thinking maybe no shave November. Anyways, day was pretty simple. It was pretty normal. It was kind of just a regular day. I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time talking right now. You know, always the other thing. I think I'm having a difficult time talking because somebody showed me a couple of the videos on the channel today that they had liked or whatever. And I noticed again, and this would now be many a times I've brought it up. I made an entire video on it one time, but I say a lot. And I realized this. So I'm going to try and not say that so much. I guess as a result of me not trying to say it as much, I'm having some trouble talking. Typically, that's when I'd say that, but I'm not going to. Anyways, okay, so if you didn't already know, this is what I do. It's the only thing I do. Make vlogs about nothing. I'm a real vlogger. I think it's fair to say that I am. I mean, it's going on 4 months now, I think, and I feel like it's the biggest part of my life, which is both sad and really cool in that I've been able to focus all of my energy on something for once that's not completely terrible or in terms of just like a complete waste of time or money or energy. Anyways, yeah, so I'm thinking about the stuff that I've accomplished in the past year, let's say, for example. And I think to myself, well, okay, I gotta whip out my calendar, right? And last year I underwent an addiction problem. One that was both gaslit by people when I had first opened up about it here on the channel, and also was really the precursor of me really trying to make an attempt to live my best life. Not just in the selfish sort of me kind of an aspect, but like truly for others around me. In that, it was really, really time for that focus to occur. And so something good came from something bad. But last year, I made the decision to make some bad decisions, and I was addicted to a drug for like 9 months, I think, almost 10 months. And it was the first and only time I've ever had that experience with substance abuse of any kind. And again, I say this now so much more confident because this is why, I do. This is why I do the vlogs about nothing, is so that I can talk about my problems in a normal way. I'm single and stuff, and so again, I'm proud. Ike is not a word. I'm proud of having overcome that, and then also, as a result, feeling more confident talking about it now because I already brought it up and I was already received in a kind of way, and so it was not an exceptional experience in that people can be mean. It's hard. It's hard to not say that word, but I understand that substance abuse and drug problems and addiction, these are things that I feel like touch us so personally, either because we've experienced them ourselves, we're going through them and nobody knows, or you know somebody really close to you that has. And I think because of that, it's funny. Because of that, it's like talking about making love. You know, it's just some things people just typically don't like to talk about. I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty normal. I'd like to say, I'd like to think. I shave off half my eyebrow, and you know, I do 9 months of my life in a really, really bad place. But like, I feel just better that I've talked about it publicly, that I've acknowledged that I have a problem, and therefore I can be kind of an advocate. And so, huge, huge sidebar. Wow, it's almost 6 minutes in terms of just like, okay, so I'm looking at my addiction calendar, right? In terms of like when the last time was that I did something stupid. And so I don't know what today is. I think today's Saturday. So now I think I would be 330, 331, 332, 333. So wow, 333 days sober, right? 333 because on Tuesdays is my increment. I became sober on a Tuesday. You know, some people are having tacos. I'm saying, you know, and getting sober on Tuesdays. That's what I did. Anyways, in 2023. So, I mean, to put this into perspective, 333 days ago, you know, that was the last time that I did something really stupid in that addiction kind of a way. I was a completely different person. I hate myself for making that decision. I hate myself for being with the woman that didn't even like me. You know, I mean, I don't even care that like I was like head over on her. Feel me? It's just she didn't really like me, and I think I'm so selfish and maybe are narcissistic in that I feel just as equally as bad for being with somebody that didn't like me as I do for making all of the terrible decisions that I did when I was with this woman. Like, I'm an accountable guy, you know, and it was tough, like, mixing feelings up with just being a middle aged man and refusing to accept the idea that my partner just really didn't like me. And again, I know that sounds simple. I know it's just, that's what I've taken from the experience, right? And so I'm happy that it's been almost a year since my, you know, for that I've been clean. I mean, I've talked about this publicly. I feel like once I hit that year, I'm gonna have some sort of metric, you know, as it concerns the memory of the last year and the people in my life that were in it. No hate on the ex in this particular case, this last one, the one that's older than my mom and dad. But I hated that time in my life. Like I would like if I saw this woman, like I would nod and be civil, but like I've never ever felt like that before, you know, in terms of just like you feel so wrong for being with somebody, like in terms of just I almost say like dirty. Like, and again, it's no slight on like the other person. Like, you know, I'm the dude that tried to do something that was impossible, but again, like as a result of just like doing the things that I did with her, and I feel shameful, you know, I feel disgusted, and that's truth, facts, like bet that's just how I feel. And I never felt like that before, like not like that complete like just absolute pitiful of shame that you get from doing stupid things with people that don't like you, that you think, you know, even again, it's like, which is why you have friends and you do stupid stuff with your friends, and years on later, typically growing up as an American would in this experience, you learn from those mistakes, you go through them together or whatever, but the common denominator there is that like your friends, and so you have that sort of relationship or whatever. But I mean, I'm a happy guy. I think 300. It's almost a year, right? So, in the last year, let's pretend that it's 2 weeks from now and it's been a year that I've been sober. Holy potatoes, in just 2 weeks, I will have been sober for more than a year. That's crazy. Only because, obviously, before that, as I always say, just like Smokey does, I started smoking when I was 2. It's not true. I started smoking at a later date. Here on the channel, check it out on one of the videos. Is a really young age. But regardless, I've broken ankle. I have lost my car. I it was a tough time. I got a job, I lost it. I got a job, I quit. So it's been interesting in terms of now the last 4 months just focusing on this. And I can't wait till, it's been a year and I can say that this has been something I've done just for the past year, just because that's the kind of growth I'm looking for. Moreover than the kind of growth that I said at the beginning of the channel, which is like a line straight up on my face. And again, I literally mean a line, like growing my hair out on my cheek and shaving it so that it's just a line. I know it sounds really silly. I hope that you guys have a really good night, and I mean, throw some love out there for me. I mean, as it concerns, like, I don't ask for a lot, but I wish, all recovering addicts continued sobriety. I wish that all people who are addicting, or who are currently addicted to any type of unregulated and foreign substance, to, not give up on the idea that sobriety can happen. And definitely from my perspective, obviously sticking to MJ and not doing stupid stuff has made me really reinforce the idea that I already knew what, like, it's not like, but now I'm definitely never doing that again. Not for a woman and not for me at all at any point, and that's fact. So I hope that you guys have a really good night, and thanks again for watching. I know it's just a vlog about nothing, but again, it means a lot to me, and I hope that you guys are able to take some things away from me. Hopefully they're good things, but nonetheless, thank you for joining me, and have a good night.